everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a full set of Extendo nails. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is just going in and prepping the nails. So I've already pushed back the cuticles, and now I'm going in with my 180 sanding band to remove the shine from the natural nail. And I did previously soak off her last set of nails, which is why her nails look like this. But again, just going in and removing the shine. During this step, I am using my e-file at 6,000 RPMs. And as always, I'm just going around the cuticle area and then filing the rest of the nail. Now, whenever you're prepping the nail, y'all, you want to make sure that you fully remove the shine from the entire nail, because if not, you will get lifting. So prepping is definitely one of the most important steps when doing nails. So again, as you guys can see, I go around the cuticle area, starting from the right side, working my way all the way around to the left side, and then filing the entire nail plate to get rid of that shine. And after you're done, you want to just dust the nails off and just sit back and just look at the nails for a second. If you still see any little shiny spots, then go in and file a little bit more. After that, we're just going to go in and apply the nail tips. Now, these are my extra long coffin nail tips with no C-curve. These will be available on my website on February the 1st. So I definitely cannot wait for you guys to get them. The shape is beautiful. The length is absolutely perfect. If you have those girls that get the Extendo nails all the time, you barely have to do any shaping once it's all said and done. And like I said, they're just perfect, y'all. So again, the launch date for these will be February the 1st, and I also have a lot of new stuff in store for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you turn on your notifications, because of course I'll be sure to post a video about that here soon, and then I might just do a giveaway for you guys. So after I've applied all of the nail tips, you can go in and just blend the nail tip in with a regular hand file, which is what I usually do. But this time I'm just gonna go in and use my e-file and just file the middle of the nail to just blend it in. And as you guys can see, that shape is already flawless, so I don't even have to go in and try to pre-shape them before I apply the acrylic. So after that, I'm just going in with the primer. This is the Jcbeautyconcepts primer, and I'm just applying that on the natural nail. And then after that, we're gonna go in with the acrylic, and I'm just using my clear acrylic by Jcbeautyconcepts and just placing my first bead right in the middle, patting it down and brushing it all the way down towards the tip. And for these extra long sets, I always use my number 16 acrylic brush by Alpha Brush, and it definitely works really well for me. But if you want to use a smaller brush, that is completely fine. Just use whatever brush you feel more comfortable using. So my second bead, I'm going to place right below that first one. Same thing, just placing it down, patting it down, and then very gently brushing it down towards the tip. And then also, as you guys can see, while I'm working, I'm wiping my brush off a lot, y'all, like a lot. And you want to keep doing this because you don't want that acrylic to get stuck to your brush, because then once that acrylic gets stuck in your brush, it's going to keep building up, and then it's going to be really hard to get a smooth application. So definitely, like I said, wipe your brush a lot. And then even then, like, y'all, I feel like after I watch my videos to like do my voiceovers, I feel like I don't even realize that I wipe my brush off that much while I'm working, until I'm sitting here watching the video and I'm like, dang, like I really do wipe it a lot. But you definitely have to, y'all. Like, I cannot stress that enough. So I went in and placed another bead right where I placed that second one. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is nice and neat. And then as you guys can see, I'm steady wiping the sides of the nails off, and that's just to make sure that I just keep my shape and that the acrylic does not take away from it. And so after that, I went in and placed my fourth bead, kind of like right where I placed my first one, almost just a little bit above it. And I'm just trying to make sure that with these extra long nails that I get a really good foundation, y'all, because with them being so long, if you don't have a nice apex, they will break off super easily. So I'm just really focusing my attention on building the apex and making sure that we have a nice thickness at the tip as usual, but more than ever when the nails are super long like this. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish this one off. The next bead is gonna be closer to the cuticle area. So whenever you place this one, you want to place it as close as you can to the cuticle, but not to where it's actually touching the skin. Very gently patting it, that's just kind of spreading it out as close as you can to the skin, and then very gently just brushing it down towards the tip to blend it in with the rest of the acrylic. And then of course with the very tip of your brush, just going in around the cuticle area and just wiping that off. That way if any of the acrylic did get on the skin, you're getting it off immediately, because if not, once it dries, it's going to be really hard to file off and it's likely that you could get lifting. So that's pretty much it for the acrylic application whenever I'm doing super long nails. So pretty much the same step over and over again. This bead is just going to ensure that we have that really strong apex. So placing it right where we placed that last bead, and then same thing, just patting it down and brushing it down towards the tip. But as I was saying, the acrylic application is going to always be the same, you know, just placing your beads, patting it down and brushing it down towards the tip. It's just a matter of paying attention and making sure you are placing the bead exactly where you need to get that strong apex and thickness at the tip. That way you don't get any breakage or lifting. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on all of the nails, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, y'all, so I know y'all love the close-ups, and I know y'all love the slow-mos, and I know y'all love those angles. So if you appreciate all of this, do me a favor and go follow my man, because that's who be doing all of this. Go follow my man's YouTube, which is DeMarco Bullock. He is doing workout videos. So if you're trying to get into the fitness world, just trying to stay active, you know, I know that a lot of the time, you know, new year, new you. So you're trying to get fine for the summer, whatever it is, you know, be sure to go follow his YouTube. He uploads a new workout video, at least 1 or 2 videos a week. So again, to show your appreciation, just go follow him, go subscribe. I'll be sure to leave his information down below. So yeah, go support y'all. Alrighty, y'all, so same process, placing the first bead right in the middle, patting it down and brushing it down towards the tip, wiping the sides off so the acrylic does not take away from your shape, and then also wiping your brush off a lot as you're working. Second bead, placing it right below that first one. Exact same thing, patting it down and brushing down, wiping the sides, making sure that as you're working, you're steady looking at your nail from different angles. That way you know exactly where you need to place your next bead, because sometimes you could place a nice size first bead and then it gives you the thickness that you want at your tip, so there's no need to go in and place another second bead at the tip if your nail is already thick enough, because then your nail is going to be way too thick. So always pay attention to what you're doing, and like I said, you're just focusing on getting that nice apex and a nice thickness at the tip, and then of course making sure that the nail is all nice and smooth. Also wanted to give you guys a closer look at the bead that I placed close to the cuticle area. So placing it down, very gently patting it down, and then also very gently brushing it down. Whenever you brush this one down, like I said, y'all, you want to be super gentle, because of course you want most of the product to stay in that area. You just want to blend it in with what we already have there, and so that bead is gonna build our apex, because it's going to give us that thickness right there that we want. So again, just brushing it really gentle, and then looking at it from the side, I needed to add another one right there, so I went ahead and did that, and then we can move on to the next one once we have that nice apex and thickness. And I know I keep saying that, y'all, but it's super important, especially with these super long nails. You definitely do not want them to break off, and I bet you when she come back to get a feel, it's not going to be not one broken nail, because we have a really good foundation. Alrighty, so this is what the nails look like after the acrylic application. So now we're gonna go in with an 80/80 hand file to reshape the nails. Like I said, they're already into that coffin shape, so there's really no much or not much filing to do. So we're just going in and filing both of the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle, and this is just to redefine that shape. And then of course making sure that we file the free edge, y'all, literally at a 90-degree angle to get it super duper straight. I cannot stress that enough. Your shape, I feel like, will literally make or break your set. So you want to make sure that you have a really nice shape. So make sure that you focus a lot of your time on that as well. Alrighty, so after we finish reshaping the nails, I'm going in with my e-file and I am using my extra fine tapered drill bit, which I am absolutely in love with it, y'all. I don't even know what made me start using this one. I think my other one was a little bit too dull, and this is the only other one that I had, and y'all, I love it. Like, it's definitely a game changer for me. Whenever I was using the other one, I was noticing that I was leaving too big of a gap between the cuticle and the acrylic, and so with this one I'm really able to get into that, you know, cuticle area without leaving a gap and just being able to leave it really nice and smooth and flush. So I definitely recommend that you get this one. I'll be sure to leave it down below in the description. And y'all, I hate that I was not using this sooner. As you can see, it's just leaving the nails just absolutely flawless. I'm giving you some slow-mo shots, I'm giving you some close-up shots. Like, y'all, like, get into it. Yes, they look so good. So again, I'll be sure to leave the link down below so you guys can go check it out. But even if you go look at my Instagram page, y'all, and just look at my work, you definitely can tell the difference. And I didn't notice it until I think somebody tried to basically bash my work, y'all. And so instead of me trying to, like, you know, instead of me trying to like say something negative back, I took it as constructive criticism, and I was like, okay, let me step back and look at my work and see what I can do differently. And so that's when I noticed that, like I said, I was leaving too big of a gap between the cuticle and the acrylic, and so I started using this one and it changed everything, y'all. So anyways, after we finished filing, as you guys seen, we went in with the buffer and just buffed all of the nails to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file and the e-file. And then now I'm just going in with the polish application, and y'all, these nails are going to be absolutely beautiful. For some of you, it's going to be way too much. I know the length, the bling, everything is going to be a lot for some people, but for me, this set was fun. It was pretty. She loved it, and that's really the only thing that matters. So the first color that I'm going in with is in the color Angel Wings by Madam Glam. I also went in with my top coat by Apres, and then I'm also going to be going in with the color Chestnut, or no, it's actually Walnut Brown by D&D, and then I'm using this holographic polish by Color Club in the color Just My Luck. Is it Just My Luck? I think so. But I'll be sure to leave the link down below for you guys. But y'all, this brown is the most beautiful brown gel polish that I've ever used. Because, like, for a while I was trying to find like a really chocolate brown, and I just could not find one. Like, everything that I was buying was more like of a burgundy color, and it was just so hard to find it. So I always gotta stay stocked with this brown because it's just so beautiful. But I went ahead and cured this, and now I'm just going in with that same brown and just doing some line work. Now this brush that I'm using is available on my website. It comes with a set of 3, and you guys know that these are the ones that I always use for my nail art, and I absolutely love them. You literally just take them out of the package and they're ready to be used. No needing to like cut anything. I know before I used to have to cut my nail art brushes to make them thinner, but they are just the right size. So now I'm just going in, and as you guys notice, I am going back and forth from both hands. So one side is going to be mostly brown, the other hand is going to be mostly pink. So I'm just alternating from side to side. As I mentioned, the brushes that I'm using are on my website. I know I just said that, but y'all make sure y'all go check out my website. Go support me. If you can. So after we finish these lines, I'm also going to go in and apply the glitter. And I did forget to mention, but the glitter, I applied it while the gel polish was still wet. That way it gives us that sugary effect. And then also I already, if you guys seen, I already applied a top coat underneath this pink lines that I'm doing. That way the bottom of the nail will already be shiny once we do the glitter. Alrighty, so now we're going in and we're gonna do some brown cow print. So I'm just going in with my dotting tool and just basically creating that print, just moving my dotting tool as I go. And then also, y'all, I just want to remind you to be sure to subscribe. Make sure that you hit that little bell so you are notified every time that I post. And then also be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can stay up to date with all of my work, because I don't always upload every, like I don't do a video for all the sets that I create. So if you're just looking for some inspo or anything, just be sure to go check out my page. But anyways, for this one, we're gonna do like a brown drip. So I just do the dots with my dotting tool, and then I just drag them towards the tip of the nail. You could do the drip coming from either the tip or coming from the cuticle area. So this time we're doing from the tip. So like I said, dragging the little bead and then just connecting them at the back. And then for this thumb, I'm basically going to do the same thing. So doing the drip, except for this time it's coming from the cuticle area. So same thing, just drawing your dot and then just connecting them at the top. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go in and apply the charms. So I'm just gonna be using a whole bunch of different ones that are like chocolate theme. So I'm doing a bear, an ice cream. We're gonna be doing like a little chocolate bar, a heart. And so what I'm doing is I just gently file the back of the little charm just to kind of rough it up, and then I place the hard gel on it and just place it on the nail and cure. You do want to make sure that you cure them immediately because they will move around, but that hard gel that I use, y'all, is super good. So next time whenever she comes back, I'm gonna do a video of me just removing the charms, removing the bling, and just filing off the gel polish, because I think some people just find that satisfying. So definitely I'm gonna be doing that. I might even make it into, what is it called, SMR or whatever it's called, where like there's no sound, like you literally just hear exactly what I'm doing. I probably would do that. But anyways, now I'm just going in with some bling, and I'm just gonna bling the nails out. She absolutely loves her bling, so always gotta add bling to every single nail. So to do so, I am using the Soleil Nail Adhesive. I'm using my ABSS6, SS12, and SS, I think 6, what was it? 6, 10, 12, and 16 actually, y'all. So all of this bling is available on my website. So again, be sure to go check it out. The website is www.getnailed32, and as I mentioned, on February the 1st I will be adding a lot of new items, so I definitely cannot wait for that. Alrighty, so doing the last one, so just placing the donut, and then I'm gonna do some more bling all around the nail. And y'all, look at that drip, it just looks so good. And then I just absolutely love the donut on this nail. Like, it just looked like I just want to bite into it, y'all. Like, I know I'm getting a little out of hand, but my nails just make me so excited. But now we're just going in with the gel top coat. I am using the Apres gel top coat, and I absolutely love it, y'all. I think I mentioned that I started using it whenever I went to Miami. I just love how big the bottle is because I was doing a lot of press on nails and I was going through a lot of top coat. So this is the 30 ml bottle. It was about 20 some dollars. For Black Friday, they did have a sale on their website, so I bought like 3 of them. So I'll be sure to leave the link down below, but it's definitely super shiny. It's not too thick, and the shine lasts on it really long. So here is the final look, y'all. Look at these, they look so good. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I will see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe.